Hi guys, Will here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the all-new 2024 Toyota Camry LE.
And big thanks to T and the rest of the management and staff here at Toyota of Tampa Bay for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to our inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for T.
And for those of you guys who don't know, the Camry has been a sedan sold by Toyota since 1982. The 8th generation Camry that you see here was released in 2018, facelifted for the 2021 model year, and for 2024, the Toyota Camry is basically unchanged outside of Toyota eliminating the Amazon Alexa from the infotainment system. For 2024, the Camry is available in 9 trims and 3 power plants, starting with the base 2.5-liter 4-cylinder that you see here, which cranks out a pretty impressive 202 horsepower and 182 pound-feet of torque, made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. It's enough to get the Camry to 60 in around 7.5 seconds. The hybrid setup sits right above the base power plant, which mates the 2.5-liter 4-cylinder to an electric motor with a combined output of 208 horsepower and 149 pound-feet of torque. It sounds a little bit low power-wise, but it's enough to get the Camry to 60 in the lower 7-second range, and the most powerful option is a 3.5-liter V6, which cranks out 301 horsepower and 267 pound-feet of torque, which is enough to get the Camry to 60 in under 6 seconds. Trim-wise, the Camry starts at the base $26,000 LE and goes all the way up to the $34,000 XSE hybrid. But here we have the LE, which has a base price of $26,000. What else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So up front, same styling that we've had since 2021, but it works. Definitely one of the sleeker lookers in the segment. We get LED projector headlamps up front, halogen turn signal, and a really clean looking front grille. The Toyota badge houses your Safety Sense 2.5. We have this beautiful gray metallic paint, sparkles like crazy in this Florida sun. The wheel and tire setup, it's a little bit basic, but I do appreciate the actual alloy wheels, no hubcaps. These are 17-inch rims, dimensions being 215/55 R17 Bridgestone E-Copia all-season tires. Some of the better all-seasons in the segment. The 215 should be wide enough to put the power down, and the 55 series sidewall should be more than enough to keep this ride quality super plush. I appreciate the body color wheel well linings, no plastic cladding anywhere on the sedan, a little bit of chrome trim for the window trim, blacked out B-pillar. The glass fills up just about the entire frame, no blind spot monitoring on the base LE. You gotta go to the SE convenience package to get the blind spot monitoring, no smart access for the doors either, and we don't get push button start. But again, it's a base LE with a $26,000 base price. The gas cap is not push to open. I'll show you the latch is inside. Same rear wheel and tire setup. The only difference is a smaller brake caliper. We don't get LED taillights on the base LE, but there's still a really sleek overall design. Chrome Camry badge, Toyota badge right above that, and I like how they integrate a spoiler with this deck lid. Hopefully you can pick it up on camera. Very clean look. LE badge in the corner, exhaust tip in the right corner. We just have a single outlet here for the LE. The higher trims do get a dual exhaust, even with a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder, but the power output is still overall the same. It's just a little bit more of a sporty look. But again, speaking of the exhaust tip, let's fire up this 2.5-liter 4-cylinder and hear how she sounds. Alright guys, that was the sound of the 2.5-liter 4-cylinder sold by Toyota for the 2024 Camry, and it sounds pretty good, cranking out a beefy 203 horsepower, 184 pound-feet of torque, enough to get the 2024 Camry LE to 60 in the mid 7-second range. Definitely respectable, but what you see is basically what we get. We get an aluminum stick connecting the strut tower. Should help the handling quite a bit. In front of the radiator, hopefully you can pick up a set of additional supports. Also should help the handling tremendously. We can shut this hood right down. Got to figure out the prop rod first. The hood is insanely hot. That's why I actually set the prop rod for this video. But anyway, walk around this 2024 Camry one more time. Super sleek styling, especially for a base LE. Taking a step inside, let's see what we get. Well, before we take a step inside, let's hop out to the opposite side and check out the window sticker before stepping inside. So again, 2024 Toyota Camry LE sedan with the pre-dawn gray mica exterior color. Standard features, you guys can pause, take a look at everything you get with a $26,420 base LE. We get a couple additional features here that you can pause and take a look at, and the total price right here at $28,611 after the distributor options and after a delivery, processing, and handling fee. Anyway though, we could take a step to the other side, check out the interior here, and see what we get. So again, no smart access for the doors, no push button start either. Got to go to the SE convenience to get that. Anyway though, up top we still get soft touch materials, a nice premium aluminum door handle, auto one touch for all four, and a pretty softly padded armrest. Lock and unlock, you can adjust the mirrors with electrical controls. Down below, not the widest storage, so I wouldn't expect you to fit a sandwich in here. But you'll fit plenty of car accessories, and there is a cutout for probably a 24-ounce water bottle. You get a 6-speaker audio system, and it sounds pretty good here for the bass too. The seats are very comfortable, cloth seats with a different contrasted cloth for the center inserts. And we get power seats standard on a base LE with lumbar control. You can recline, drop, lift, and slide the front seats. Taking a step inside, we can really check it out. So foot on the brake, we can turn the key forward, and everything fires right to life. But although this is a base LE trim, the interior still looks very premium. The steering wheel, it's not leather wrapped, but I like the shape of it. Solid 10-2 bolstering. The 9-3 fits perfect in your hands. It has nice finger cutouts right behind the 9-3. The horn area has nice texture to it. The horn itself, loud and aggressive. People should be definitely getting out of your way. On the left side of the steering wheel, we have our infotainment adjustments. You can hang up and answer your phone calls and return. Speaking of the infotainment adjustments, here we have our trip information, total, tank, eco indicator, digital speedo, and a blank screen. We can also check out the vehicle settings and overall settings. Above that, we can turn on or off all of our advanced safety features. And this car, although it's a base, it has a ton of advanced safety features, messages. You can see your advanced safety features from a heads-up display too. And this is my personal favorite to look at all times, so we'll leave it there. The tach goes to about 6,700 RPM, 160 mile-an-hour speedometer with the fuel information beneath that, coolant underneath the tach. Anyway though, the stocks have a really satisfying click, auto headlamps, daytime running lights, no auto rain sensing wipers, wouldn't be expected. The intermittent stock right there in the center. To the left of the steering wheel, we have a tilt and telescope. It's not power, of course, not expected. Auto high beams. You can turn off the traction control, open up the trunk, and open up the gas cap. We have some additional storage over here. You can put an ashtray there if that's what you're into. Hood latch release, parking brake, and hopefully you get a good look at the pedals. We get some stitching underneath the air vent with some faux aluminum surrounding it, a little bit of gloss black, piano black surrounding it as well. Soft touch dashboard. We have a 7-inch touchscreen standard with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I'm not sure if it's wireless. I'll leave a link right here to see if it actually is wireless here for 2024. But anyway, you can press map with the Apple CarPlay and it'll send you directly to the map. Here we have our home screen with our range, average fuel economy, phone information. We don't have one connected, and our media, which is also not connected for copyright purposes. But although this is a base sound system, it does sound pretty good. We get some more of that faux aluminum outside of this gloss piano black trim. Automatic climate control, subtle aluminum trim for the center of these air vents, a little bit of a premium touch. We got our charge ports here. We have a USB-A port and a 12-volt right next to it. No wireless charging pad here, but this is where it would be located. A little bit of storage underneath it. The gear selector controls the 8-speed automatic transmission. You can check out the backup camera, solid crisp resolution. We get guidance lines, but no trajectory. The manual shifts are on the gear selector. We don't get paddle shifters. And then the improper directions: to upshift, you push forward, and to downshift, you push back. Throwing right back in the park. The cup holders, you'll fit 24-ounce bottles with these pushy things to keep the drinks in place. A little bit of aluminum trim surrounding the cup holders. And I like how they didn't put any piano black surrounding the gear selector, just this flat black trim. More aluminum surrounding the gear selector. Eco, normal, and sport mode. We'll start the review off in normal, transition to sport. Maybe check out eco and see what the differences are. The armrest is nicely padded and large. You'll easily fit 2 full-size arms in it. You'll fit probably a 12-pack of 12-ounce cans. We have a USB-A port and a USB-C port in this console as well. Nice premium touches. That stitching continues all throughout the dashboard with more faux carbon trim. The glove box is not the largest, but you'll squeeze 15-20 license plates in there, probably a pair of shoes as well. Well, not on top of the license plates, either the license plates or the pair of shoes. The rear view mirror is really wide. It's not frameless or auto dimming, but you can pull this flappy thing to dim it. We get sunglass holders here as well. The interior lights are LED, nice SOS. Visor has this extension. Let's see if it also pops out. It does not, so it's either the extension or nothing else. And the light automatically turns on when you open up the mirror. Cool. We also have our trip reset button for the odometer and the interior brightness to the left of the steering wheel. That's about it though for the front seats. Let's hop out back, see how much space is offered back there. as well as the overall quality of the material. So up top, to be expected, we get hard plastic for the center too, but we get padded armrest. That's nice. Aluminum door handle, auto one-touch windows, and a little bit of storage. You'll fit two 12-ounce bottles, maybe 20-ounce bottles with no problem. Taking a step inside, the seats are super well padded all the way out to the door frame, very couch-like back seats. We can open up these seat belts so it's not poking into me. And the legroom, really impressive. This is one of the most practical vehicles per dollar on the road today. I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall, and I have at least 6 inches of knee room behind my own seat settings. Headroom, I have about an inch, maybe 2. So if you're under 6'5", you should be able to sit behind your seat settings in the back of a Camry with no problem. And for the price point, this is a really practical vehicle. Unfortunately, we don't get air vents on the base LE, but we still get some storage here and a charge port, which is dual USB-A ports. The armrest, you gotta jab your hand into it to open it, but it's nice, gushy, soft cloth. You'll fit 24-ounce bottles in there with no problem. The seats are very comfortable. You can't recline them, unfortunately, but for a sedan, you wouldn't really expect it to be. You get a map pocket behind the passenger, no map pocket behind the driver. The interior light back here is also LED, and you can have it set for when the door opens, the lights automatically turn on, or you can have it at off, so it only turns on when you actually choose for it to do so. That's about it though, guys, for the back seat. Let's hop out into the cargo space, see how much space is offered back there, and then take this 2024 Toyota Camry out for a drive. All right, so I don't know if I'm missing it or not, but there's no button underneath that trunk lid to open up the trunk, so I'm gonna press and hold this button to actually open it up, and it shoots all the way up automatically. It gets a little bit close to the rear windshield, but I'm sure Toyota designed it in a way where it won't shatter your rear windshield. This opening though is massive. The cargo space itself is massive, very wide. The wheel well or the seat cutouts aren't the widest, so I wouldn't expect you to fit more than, say, a 50-inch TV back here. But if you were buying a large TV, you probably wouldn't want to be transporting in a Camry anyway. You'll fit probably 4 or 5 golf bags. The wheel well cutouts are massive, so even an extra long golf bag will fit here horizontally. A little bit of secret storage. We'll see what we have going on in here. Just your fix-a-flat kit with a spare tire right underneath. Hopefully you can pick it up on camera. Cool. We get 2 latches to drop down the rear seats and some hydraulic struts to assist the opening process of this trunk. Unfortunately, the hinges are going to crush your cargo if you load it up too high, but I like how they kept it really close to the wheel well so you can really maximize the space. That's about it though, guys, for the inside and outside of this 2024 base Toyota Camry LE. It is a beautiful vehicle with a base price around 26,000 bucks. I really don't think there's a more practical vehicle per dollar on the road today. Performance wise, let's take this base 2024 Camry LE out for a drive and see what it's got. All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the 2024 Toyota Camry LE. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. My first impressions though, it's really quiet in the interior. The steering feels pretty sharp and direct. As soon as you get the chance, we'll see how the acceleration is, and I'll catch right back with you. All right, guys, taking a step out here, about quarter throttle, good response. Yeah, solid low end, solid mid-range over the train tracks. Great ride quality. That's one thing that the LE has over the SE. With these 55 series sidewall tires, you'll definitely notice an increase in ride quality. The brakes, they don't bite like a sports car, but they give you a nice progressive feel, which allows you to have a smooth braking process. You're not gonna have to worry about flying through the windshield. But if you push the pedal down a little bit harder, you'll feel that these brakes do have very solid bite. Taking another step out here, the transmission also shifts super smoothly. It's not the snappiest transmission. Don't expect it to really help your 0 to 60 time, but compared to the CVT you'll get from Honda, or even compared to the conventional 8-speed you get from Kia with the K5, this still feels like a big upgrade compared to vehicles like that. Reliability wise, this is why you go with the Toyota Camry. You still have that bulletproof 2.5 liter 4-cylinder and conventional 8-speed automatic transmission. And moving along at closer to highway speeds, it still stays really quiet in here. You don't hear any wind noise. The road noise is just about non-existent with these Bridgestone Ecopia tires. And it doesn't take a lot of gas pedal to keep the vehicle moving either. The steering feels sharp and on center. As soon as you start to turn the wheel, the vehicle changes directions. All right, guys, taking a step out here. We can lean into it about halfway. Okay. Yeah, the 4-cylinder here actually has a pretty aggressive note to it. With the dual overhead cams, it definitely picks up in horsepower after about 4,000 RPM.
We'll lean into it a little bit more getting onto this highway. The handling is good on the gas, solid mid-range, and up top it starts to fly. Not the quickest shifts, but it still gets up and goes pretty well. And on concrete pavement, still very limited amount of road noise. Doesn't take a lot of gas pedal to keep the vehicle moving, but you do start to hear a little bit more wind noise once you start to cross into the highway speeds. But it still stays relatively quiet. If the wind noise bothers you, just turn up the radio a little bit and it'll definitely drown it out. Compared to vehicles like a Honda Accord, Kia K5, this is without question the quietest and the smoothest ride that I've experienced. Maybe the SE will be a little bit rougher when it comes to hitting the bumps, but this LE feels extremely solid. And once we're already at speed on the highway, let's see if it has enough power to really keep up with traffic. Yep, it kicks down in that downshift, and the power, it's impressive. This may be an underrated platform, especially once you cross 4,000 RPM. That's when the power really starts to feel impressive. 0 to 60 in the 7.5 second range. I wouldn't be surprised if you can get 0 to 60 closer to 7 seconds. And for a base price of $26,000, that's very solid performance. And we mentioned we have braces between the strut towers, and we have 2 sets of supports in front of the radiator, which helps handling a lot. This feels like a nimble platform for a pretty large mid-size sedan. Overall, guys, if you're looking for a practical family sedan, this is really probably the best way to go. The $26,000 base price, yes, it's competitive with the Accord, it's competitive with the K5, but you're getting a better package here overall with the conventional 4-cylinder engine, which feels very peppy in the mid-range and up top. It has a responsive gas pedal, and it has a conventional 8-speed automatic transmission, which compared to the CVT you get from the Accord and compared to the questionably reliable 8-speed that you would get from the Kia K5, this is the way to go. If you're looking to put over 100,000 miles on a practical family sedan, this is the most reliable way to go, and it's probably the most affordable way to go, and I would definitely recommend checking it out. And a big thanks to T at Toyota of Tampa Bay for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to her inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for T. And huge thanks to all of you for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too, it really helps me out, the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment, let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment, let me know any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.